Hi guys, it's George Hewitt here. Welcome to the Supercoach Swordplay podcast.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who would have thought they'd lead you? Who would have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
G'day guys, what is cracking? Welcome back to Supercoach 2026. This is very much a random live. I've been just so busy lately, it's not funny. I'm in the middle of a big move, obviously putting the season guide together, lots going on, and my DMs have just been absolutely flooded. I reckon I've got about 50 group messages just between the content creators that are contributing to the guide, and my phone's just been going nuts. So I thought, look, quick half an hour, no cricket because it's raining at the moment. Have a quick chat, if you got any questions, or if you have DM'd me and I haven't got back to you for some reason, it's because I obviously haven't seen it. So feel free to ask away here if you like. But we'd have some people already with us, which is nice. So I'll get to the comments here. Roddy, how are you, buddy? Always good to see you, mate. Big supporter of the channel. Rising Phoenix, g'day, mate. How are things? Roddy, quick question, DR. Who is your most underrated Supercoach YouTuber? That's a good question, Roddy. I don't want to play favorites, but do you know what? I'll give you an answer. And I'm actually going to get this great man on the channel. He's contributing to the guide. Probably the most underrated Supercoach by a mile, actually, now that I think about it. Make sure that you check out Supercoach Wiz. That's Supercoach WIZ on YouTube. Absolute legend. His data is second to none. It's robbery that he's not to 1,000 sub. I think he's at, I was checking actually today because I invited him onto the channel, about 415 subs he's got. So 415, let's get into 1,000 before the start of the season. That'd be really good because he deserves it. He's absolutely smashing at the moment. And looking forward to the season guide. Appreciate it, mate. It is, I think, about 300 and something pages at the moment. Most likely going to get 400 plus, mate. Ridiculous, but so many great people contributing to that. Global, how are you, buddy? G'day, you beautiful human, and likewise, mate. Hope you're well. Massive season coming up, Globes. Rising Phoenix, love the lives, though, to be honest. I appreciate it, man. Look, it was just a real random one for me. I don't know how many people actually tune in. I don't really care, to be honest. Just wanted to say g'day. Obviously, it's open for the public. I've been playing around with the team pick, what's it been, about a month now, I think. But yeah, now that it's officially open for everyone, I think there's a lot of excitement around it, mate. Scotty, g'day, mate. How are you, legend? I haven't chatted with you in a while, Scotty, but we are absolutely back, my friend. DM me, mate. I don't know if you're in my regulars group or not, but we'll get you in the regs if you're not, mate. But happy super coaching to you, mate. The legends absolutely keep coming here. My man, AFL Doodles. G'day, DR, or evening, DR. Hope the family is well. And likewise, legend. Look, if anyone doesn't know, all of our merch, you can see the Doodles. You probably can't on the back there. That's all this man's great work. That's all this man's great work here. And cannot thank you enough for everything you do for us, mate. Thank you very much, dude. FPL Dan Under, how are you, mate? Get out of here. Hello, everyone. I can't even speak at the moment, mate. I'm in the middle of moving at the moment, and you don't realize how much crap you have until you actually have to move. It is ridiculous, the cull that we're doing, and all this stuff there. That is about literally an eighth of my collection. I've got glass cabinets all over the shelves with turtles, Ghostbusters, all that sort of stuff. That's just the He-Man stuff behind me. So a bit of a nightmare at the moment. Geordie Perry, good idea. How are you, Geordie? Good to see you, my man. I don't know what's going on, Mike. I'm not the one to talk about China's crypto or rising gold. Sorry, mate. I'm not an expert. I'm terrible with money. Cheesy, my man. How are you, brother? Great member of the channel. How good is it to be yapping about footy again up the Dons, mate? You can't beat it, can you? You can't beat it. As I said, the pick has been open for a while now, but not everyone had it. And now that it's officially open, you get leagues and all that sort of stuff. How exciting is it? Actually, while I talk about it, see what slides I've got. See what Sorry, this might not be the right one, actually. Oh, it is, yeah. So I haven't actually announced these ones yet. This one I was trying to get to. So the Open League. So we do have a Swordplay Open League for anyone that's keen. 581479. And I suppose I've already given the other ones away. Now, the members of my channel do get priority access to these, but I do actually have 3 charity cashes as well. So I've got a $50 entry Open Cashy League. I've got the $100 entry head-to-head and the $200 entry head-to-head. And so they're the Headspace charity leagues that I'll be running again. So 20 spots for the 100, 20 for the 200. So that's 40 all up for the head-to-heads. And then Open League, obviously unlimited. Oh, geez, there's a heap of comments here. Sorry, I've lost it. Oh, here we are. Campbell, how are you, mate? What midfielders do you like between 500 to 560K? Oh, let's have a look, mate. So 500 to 560. We'll get as close as we can. This is very temperamental, this thing. 496 will do. And 560. I'm close. No, 60. I'll go 65. All right, let's have a look who we have, mate. We have Cristiano Petrarca, Will Ashcroft, Steele. All right, so look, Will Ashcroft, I don't mind. I think he's got the potential to be number 2 scoring Brisbane player this year. Huey McCluggage obviously is most likely to be the big dog, but I'm slightly concerned about tags. I can't say too much. I have created a video about Hugh with another creator on their channel, so I won't say too much about that at the moment. Look, Jack Steele could be someone you could look at. I originally had him in my side, but I'm thinking to myself, what's the chances of him actually being a top, let's just say 10 averaging midfielder, top 12 averaging midfielder? I've got lots ahead of him, and I don't think he's at a price where you can really make enough money off him. And look, if he gets to the 600K mark, you keep him anyway. You're not going to trade him. So I'm not on Steele at the moment, but I can understand people that are. Rankin's got the buy. There is a bit of a sneaky play there in round 1. If you get a good rookie score, you can loop onto. Sam Walsh does have his fans, but I'll never be a fan because of his back concerns. It just, no good for me. I wouldn't go on Clary. This is a bloke that I'm probably most keen on, but it's his durability that concerns me. We've done a bit of a deep dive in the guide. I'm going to be doing my own player review for Cordwell as well. It's just trying to manage my durability risks at the moment, but I think he could be their number 1 midfielder this year, Jai Caldwell. LDU is probably not. Look, we're getting in some interesting territory, aren't we here? I'm just going to flick through the names because I really don't think there's anyone else that I'm going to be too interested in. Probably not for me there, mate. It's a bit of a tricky price range. If you go up a little bit, I suppose you've got Errol. I'm a big fan of Errol. All right, back to the comments. Is it rookie? Is what rookie? What were you asking? Sorry, mate. I'm not sure what that. Send me another comment. Sorry, mate. I'm not sure what you mean by that, buddy. How's a collectibles situation going? Any new purchases global? To answer that one, excuse me, no new. Actually, I'll lie. 1 new purchase, and it was the Home Alone Lego house, because Home Alone was like my favorite movie as a kid, man. And I've got some really good Lego sets, all in the box, which is probably silly. But the Voltron, Ghostbusters house, got the Simpsons house, Quickie Mart, some really cool sets actually. So that's been the only purchase, because as you can see, I'm actually trying to downsize at the moment, mate. But look, if it's something rare and I don't have it, then I'll absolutely be onto it, mate. But yeah, not the moment when I move, mate. Trying to actually get rid of some stuff. Hawksy, hey man, hello DR. Time to nerd out over a bunch of blokes kicking a ball again. That is exactly right, isn't it, mate? I think there's blokes that are married or have a fiance, girlfriend, whatever, and they think, gee, think old mate's doing the dodgy on me here, and then you go looking for him, and they're on the laptop doing some Supercoach research. FBL says, "G'day, cheese." That's everyone knows each other around here. That's why it's such a bloody great community. Global Wiz is a jet. I was listening to him last year, mate. He is not only is a jet, he's actually a really ripping fella as well. And his knowledge and data collection is it really is second to none. So my aim, I always try to help, not I would say small YouTubers, but YouTubers that aren't known like they should be. he deserves to have as many subs as what we've got here. So, yeah, really, really good call there, man. FPL, you legend. Oh, now, talk about a beautiful human. Chavy Joey, get out of here. Great to see you again, mate, and good to see you, brother. Really hope we can have a really decent catch-up again, or at least a couple of catch-ups during the year as well, Joey. And as always, mate, thank you very much for your contribution to the guide. I shouldn't be saying that, should I? I said don't let people know who's everyone that's doing it. But sorry, there's another one. Got another legend. Nice to see you going live. Yeah, just a bit of a random one, Geordie. Cricket's not on. As I said, I've been really busy lately. And just thought, look, just want to say good day to everyone again, mate. I've missed you. I love you all. Tatum's chance, another absolute legend here is Tatum. Now, you can see if you notice in the comment section there, it's got that little symbol. That is that shows that user is a member. So Tatum, awesome member. If you are interested, guys, I'm putting a video out on the membership. All the money goes directly towards Beyond Blue, and it's $1 a week, so $4 a month, half a coffee type thing. I never really advertise it that much because I do this for free. But if you are happy to support a great cause and get a heap of bonuses as well, great Google Drive, all that stuff, then feel free to sign up as a member. You're dying for footy, Tatum, says Joey. Absolutely. I think we're on the same boat here. Geordie's the same. Can't wait for it to come back. It's exciting stuff, isn't it? Sharon Harvey, g'day, Sharon. Excited for the season 2026. Love watching all the swordplay content. Really appreciate you, Sharon. And how exciting is it? We're just buzzing as a community at the moment. Cheesy, I've got a cheeky gold too, but only started getting interested once I know what juicy pods are out there for us. Ooh, okay, very nice, mate. We've actually got in the guide, I think we'll probably give it away. It's called God's Pods, but check that one out. I think that's going to be a really good article there. Connor, g'day there. How are you, legend? Really good to see you again, mate. Here is my man. Now, H, I tried to actually get through on the members thing last night, mate, on Insta, to get in contact with you and Jono, but no one answered, mate. So I went to bed early because I was buggered. But hey, good to be back. Been a while, mate. Need to chat soon. Absolutely, mate. Send us a DM, mate, and we'll absolutely hook that up, man. Geordie, enjoyed Spills' team reveal last night. Any updates to your team since your last team reveal video? It's funny, Geordie, with the Supercoach opening with going away from the team picker, I literally haven't put a side together, mate. So at this stage, look, I'm not thinking many changes, mate. Probably McKercher coming back is one thing I'm thinking of, because as soon as I heard that news that he had that match sim, spent a bit of time in the midfield, I thought, oh, see you later, mate. I want him as a defender. But logically thinking, I was watching, I think it was Georgie the other day, and he was pretty much saying, look, it's crap, you know, while they play him there, it just makes sense. I thought, yeah, that's why you're one of the best, George. Like, slap myself around, most likely getting back into the side. But I'll need to free up a little bit of cash to do that. And it's probably going to be for Newman. But again, I had a bit of a plan for Newman, which was get him to be that have your cake and eat it too type pick, hopefully average 95, get until he's buy, and then before he gets to that buy, GWS are coming off there. So like a Whitfield and Ash type thing. Or Bergman could be the other one. But, man, look at Port Adelaide's fixture. It's crazy. It is crazy. And if Berg is in the midfield, I want a piece of that in the first month. So that's probably where I'm going at the moment, mate. Big H, hope you're well, mate. Thoughts on starting Lockie Blackiston? So Joey's doing great work here. He's asking the questions, and he's asking one of the best Essendon supporters there are in the planet, or there is in the planet. There is on the planet. I'm a teacher. I should know grammar better than this. Cheesy. Also, please don't get that guy from the Bulldogs on the team review like last year, DR. He's made me put half the Dogs team in. I was concerned at the start. I was thinking, geez, like Matty's like the best of the best. And then this is why I'm absolutely with you, mate, because he's that convincing. His knowledge is that good. Just second to none. One of the most passionate blokes, you know, does a podcast with Dougie Hawkins. So come on, can you get a better dog supporter? Absolutely agree. But unfortunately, it's already planned. He's coming on and he's going to be the man to do our doggies preview on the season guide as well. So that's the quality that we're getting, mate. Big H says, Joey, how are you, legend? I'm thinking Sherry in English gone at this stage. We've just gone Blackiston. See you later. Geordie, Caldwell's the best option, I would say. I agree, mate, when it comes to the Dons. Maybe Archie Roberts. I'd like to hear Archie Roberts' thoughts from these great men. You can do that and have Blackerson that doesn't have ruck status. Joey, I am absolutely dead set interested in your take on that, mate, because is it a realistic play? It could be, could it? Campbell, g'day, Campbell. Could Newcombe replicate his finals performance in the home and away season? Hawks #1 mid with Will Day out. To be honest, mate, there are probably people better to talk about Newcombe. I am getting my man Steve from SDS on for the Hawks team preview video, so he'll give us all the good oil there, mate. So make sure that you check that one out. But I have been focusing a little bit more on the Cam McKenzie type pick, to be honest, because with Warple gone and with Day gone, there's two big holes there to fill. And you look at the Ward and McKenzie types. McKenzie at that price, he's someone that's really interesting me. But you look at the history of mid prices, it's so dicey, it's so dodgy, man. But look, Newcombe could be. He could be. Does it mean that there's going to be more pressure on him as that real big dog there? Like you try to stop him and you stop most of the midfield. I'm not too sure. He's a hard man to tag with his contested style. But look, mate, I'm not writing him off as a pod, but and I'm asking myself, could he be a keeper? Is he top 12? Seems like it. Look, I think he could average similar to a Jack Steele in sort of that level, mate, which personally, I don't think will be at that elite level. But this is just my opinion, man. Other people disagree. So don't listen to me. Go with your gut, man. Graz, DR, how are you, mate? Thoughts on Judd McVie? I'm good, man. Buggered at the moment, been moving, but yeah, going well. Thanks, brother. Judd McVie's an interesting one. I've actually got him in GDS, a couple of silver cards lately. For anyone that doesn't know about GDS, make sure you jump on. It's like such a good platform. But again, I'm going to be honest here. One thing I hate doing, Graz, is trying to pretend like I've got great info about this player, a really good read on them. I just don't with Judd McVie. And I'm sorry to say, mate, what I will do for you, though, and I promise to do this, I will look into his numbers, do a bit more research, see where he fits in that defensive structure. We've obviously got Jordan Clark down there. I really need to look into Freo. And again, I'm getting Damo on from the Footy Mailbag for the team preview video. So he'll have all the good goss there. Sorry, I can't help you more there on Judd, but look, who knows, mate? Who knows? Don't do it, Campbell. He was utter hell to own for me last year. So there's some advice from Cheesy, who actually owned him, mate. So maybe listen up to Cheese. Anyone keen on Connor McDonald? He's the other man I should have mentioned, H. Yes, Connor McDonald. Look, you look at your Connor McDonald's, your McKenzie's, and your Josh Wards. They're probably, and I know that I'm missing other people, but they're probably the three blokes that you think could really start to fill those voids. They're all at the age now where they should be taking responsibility. You look at someone like, and I know Will Ashcroft's a different beast, but some of the younger blokes from Brisbane, and they do have, the difference is from someone like a Will, he's got your Dunkleys, your McCluggage, your Neils around him. But look, Connor McDonald, I won't get in a tangent here. Yeah, look, he's definitely someone to look at, mate. But here's another member. So all the members are here, all my men. Stewie Mac, g'day legends, and g'day Stu. Stewie just put a comment on one of my videos the other day just to help with the algorithm. That's how much of a great bloke Stewie is. Connor, round zero is the biggest saviour for the ruck situation. Will be good to get a look at English, Grundy, etc., to see how they are affected. Absolutely, mate. And I'm going to give my man Wiz another huge plug here. Please, please, please check out his ruck data video. I'm actually going to get him on to discuss the whole ruck line. I'm going to get him on for a deep dive because I don't think there's anyone better to do that from what I've seen. But yeah, round one will give us a really good look. The biggest round one look in the ruck for me is Sam Draper by an absolute country mile, because I think some of these guys, and look, the new rules might affect him in a way, but we've seen what they've done before. We know what they're capable of. Sam Draper, completely new environment. We know he's coming off the injury, different price point to some of these guys. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing what Sam Draper can do, mate, because he is someone that has been in and out of my side all preseason. He's out at the moment. Hoof-hearted, g'day, man. Hey, looking forward to the Open Cashy League, mate. Appreciate you, dude. And, yeah, for anyone that's looking, I'll quickly... So it's the head-to-heads. Yeah, so I'll quickly go through this since you spoke about it, mate. So for anyone that is interested in... Oh, sorry, I'll just get that. Sorry, your comment down for a sec. Legend. I can't see it properly on the screen. Sorry, mate. Oh, hang on. Oh, new member. Charming Kenny Stockton. I remember you from back in the day, mate. Thank you very, very much for signing up as a member. What I need you to do for me, legend, is if you can, email me at supercoachwithdr@outlook.com and I'll give you access to our Google Members Drive. It's got a heap of stuff on there at the moment, mate, that you can absolutely sink your teeth into. Thank you so much. And you're also obviously supporting Beyond Blue, $4 a month to them. So thank you so much. Like, you're an absolute legend for that. Thank you very, very much. Oh, I've gone right. Oh man, I didn't realize how many comments there are here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, we're with Hoof, weren't we? Sorry. Oh, we'll get back to all those comments that I have missed. And mate, again, I've done what I needed to do before, and I just need to get you off the screen here. Sorry. So I can see this properly. All right, here we go. So Charity Open Cash League. So this is a $50 entry. It is unlimited entries, and the prize pool goes like this. 20% of the total prize pool is going to be the donation to Headspace that we make. With the remaining prize pool, 50% will go to first, 20% will go to second, 10% to third, and fourth, we'll give you a bit of a swordplay merch pack. Now, what the prizes are actually going to be, I've got no idea. It's going to depend on the number of entrants that we actually get in. So the more the merrier, the more cash we can raise for Headspace, and the bigger the prizes are going to be. So anyone that's interested in that, again, email me there at supercoachwithdr@outlook.com. I'll quickly go through these ones. So this is the charity head-to-head cash league. This one is 100. Again, $20 donate, 20% donation to Headspace. First 800, second 400, third and fourth, you double your money with a couple of hundred each. And then for the 200, I'm getting a big boy. I'm just trying to get 3 different levels. So 200, 150 to try to cater for all needs. First 1600, second 800, third and fourth 400 each. And if you want to give me some feedback on that, if you really want to say, bugger you third and fourth, let's reward first, then let us know. I'm always up for some feedback. But members do get priority access to that. So I'm giving members a week to get in contact with me about that. And if they're keen, they get first preference. And if we don't fill it up with members, which we never do, I'll then open up to the public as well. All right, get back to these comments. And thanks for all the support, guys. I had no idea that we'd get this many people on. So yeah, thanks for the support, guys, as well. Okay, we're up to Logan. I'll try to get through these quick as well, guys. I said I was going for half an hour. I'll go longer. Let's do it. I'm enjoying having a chat with you guys anyway, even though I'm sort of chatting to myself, but chatting with you know what I'm saying. Logs, get it out, Hopeful as well. Cheers, brother. One tip for the year is to start Taylor Byrne. Get on early for bragging rights when everyone is on after pracker games. I'm writing it down, mate. Taylor Byrne, Taylo. You heard it first here from Logs. Logs, next question, mate. Who's he play for? I've never heard of the bloke, mate. So talk about a pod rookie selection. Hey, Logs, on the money, mate. Cam, is there a reason no one is talking about Chad Warner, given his ceiling is massive and go back to 2024 numbers, especially with Goulden back yet? Look, I can look personally for me, mate. He was very disappointing last year, and he's the typical roller coaster. So massive ceiling, as you mentioned. Hey, he could get back to that form, particularly with Errol, but it's just that inconsistency that I can't really hack. And it's a fact he's midfield only. So if he was forward eligible, yeah, we'd definitely be having a closer look at him, mate. And not a fantastic buy. And I think given the fact that people are prioritizing other primos on that buy, that's where he falls down in the pecking order. But he will be a pod. And hey, when he goes off, you know what he can produce, mate. I just love watching him burst out of the center there, out of the stoppage. Long bomb from 50. It's unreal, mate. The Shawnee man. Hey, Shawnee, really excited, as am I, mate. Going to be a massive season, Shawnee. Now, I'm going to butcher this, mate. Dejada Miller? DJ, nickname's DJ, mate. Apologies if I butchered that, mate. We are, mate. What's your opinion on Rochelle and Ballard champ? Look, Rochelle, I'm getting George on. That's actually going to happen in the next week. Spills has organised that. So we'll get George on the next week. Look, I'm not too excited at this stage. It's all about role. We know the X factor. We know the talent. We know the potential there. It's all about the role. So if he's actually going to be rolling through the midfield, getting some decent enough minutes, then yeah, I'll take a look at him, mate. But at half forward, Probably not. And Ballard is another one similar to a Judd McVie. I just haven't really taken a close look at. Oh, actually, let's have a look. Sorry, I should have done this before with V as well. Ballard. Oh, sorry, I'll clear these filters. Don't know what filters I had there. Ballard's defender. Shit, 207, man. Okay, so the one match last year. Look, I will definitely look into him, mate. I'll look into Ballard. But to be completely honest, I have no thoughts on him at the moment, mate. Look, scroll past him, I must admit, but I'll check in for him, I mean. Dia, what are your thoughts on the Lizard Blakey, Noble, and Josh Dacos? Just some pods in the back line who I have seen. Again, man, they're competing. The issue for me, right, is that, and again, personal opinion, there are two locks for me, which is Naz and then Rosie. So you got your two big boys there. Probably the next cab off the rank, if I could select two people after that, if we're talking primo wise, I really love Jack Sinclair. If St Kilda didn't have the early buy, I would start him in absolute heartbeat. I'm a big fan of Jack Sinclair. He'll be entering my side at some stage. And the other man is actually a pod. This man's a pod, and I'd recommend you having a look at him, potentially over your Blakey, your Noble, and your Josh Dacos, and it's Rory Laird, the desk, Rory Laird. So I'm going to get some more research done into him, and I'm planning on doing a player profile on him. But the desk, Rory Laird, is someone that I do like over these guys. Look, Blakey, he's cool. Love watching him. He's a really exciting type play, but again, consistency and ceiling is probably my main concern there. Noble, I think, could be a solid type pod, but I hate the buy. He's got that early buy, then he's got the first buy. If I'm going with a Gold Coast premium, I'm going with one of the absolute big top dogs to get those ceiling games early with that fixture. So it's probably what puts me off Noble. And look, Josh Dacos, yeah, again, not a great fixture to start the season. So I do view him as more of an upgrade target. So more pod upgrades for me, mate. But again, don't listen to me. Most of the structures I've seen have been your two premiums, your two mid prices, and then either rookies or a kitty and a rookie is mainly what I've seen anyway. So your two premiums and then a mixture of your Newmans, your McKirches, your Bergmans, your Roberts types. So, yeah, that's another reason why I think that I'm not as keen on some of those guys, mate. Geordie, I like Heaney and Goulden more at the Swannies. Campbell, at the Swannies, Campbell. Just too many mouths to feed in that midfield for Chad to average anything good this year, in my opinion. And I tell you what, Isaac Heaney, you're asking about a pod. Yeah, you've nailed that, mate. I thought that Goulden was going to be a pod with their buy, Geordie. So I thought, beautiful, here's my pod pick. And I see his percentages bloody right up there, which is frustrating. So, yeah, do you know what? Isaac Heaney is very much on my radar. Very much on my radar. All right. Sorry, I can hear Riv going off now. Might get him to say hello in a sec. He'll love it. Hawksy, cricket looks dry. Let's play. Totally not a Stars man. Hey, oh yeah, because we would have lost. I'm a Stars man too, it's a tragic experience, isn't it, mate? But nah, good. If we can get a game up, that'd be awesome, mate. I'll be up for later tonight, legend. Awesome, mate. Sounds good, mate. DR, what music you into, mate? Yeah, good question, man. I'm into a little bit of everything. So, like going right back, my favorite all-time band is the Gunners. So Guns N' Roses, love a bit of Gunners, Metallica. But then got into that real rap stage, you know, when you think you're real cool in your teens and all that. Love a bit of, you know, Snoop, M, Park, all that sort of stuff. Exhibit, all the old school ballers there. And then like right into the real old school stuff, like 60s, like Daddy Cool, that sort of stuff, man. Probably the only thing I'm not really into is like the real doof type stuff. You know, when you're up and about and all that sort of stuff, it's all right. But I either sort of go really heavy, or like, you know, like System of a Down, love System of a Down, Rage Against the Machine, bit of Slipknot from time to time when you want to get a bit of a mood, man. So all that sort of stuff, and probably might be second all-time favorite might be Cypress Hill. Love Cypress Hill because they're a bit of a mix at times as well. So yeah, that's my style, man. I'm pretty happy with anything, mate. Blue Ballers, how are you, man? How you bloody legend? Stars make finals and probably don't play in them. Oh, it's shattering as the Stars, man, isn't it, mate? How's your luck? Looking forward to the Supercoach and GDS content. Appreciate you, man. GDS this year is going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be smashing, man. We've got so many prize giveaways, raffles, auctions, lives. We've got so much stuff planned in that space. We're going to go nuts. We're going to go nuts, mate. And yeah, heaps of freebies, which is everyone loves free stuff, don't they, mate? Rosing, which mid-price players are you thinking of starting / adding to the current team? All right, let me think. So, look, if I go back to my last team review, I had Newman and Bergman, made McKercher in the back line, Hayden Young close to a lock. Like, his points per minute are crazy. So do your research on Hayden Young's points per minute. Darcy Parish, don't know, man. Don't know. Mackenzie is someone I'm looking to potentially have a very close look at. Back to the back line, you got like your Archie Roberts, maybe a Sam Banks. Janice, a big fan on him. Forward line, Trelaw, I'm off. I'm on. I'm thinking to myself at times, I'm better than this, selecting Adam Trelaw. But apart from that, mate, if you're really interested in the deepest dive possible, we've got a special section in our guide. I have put out a watch list video from, I think, 10 from each line I'm looking at as well. But there's a bit of a quick list, man, off the top of my head. Campbell, the Ruck situation is doing my head in. Only trustworthy options above 600k, but could see a world where they all drop 100k by round 10. I agree, mate. And this is the trouble with the Rucks. You know, when you select a Max Gawn, he's going to go down in price. It's an absolute guarantee. But I am of the mindset currently, I'm not stuffing around, mate. I'm locking in the two big boys. This is why you got to go back to Wiz's Ruck video. Like, after watching that, I thought, and I already had the two big boys locked anyway. After watching that, I thought, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. But do me a favor, check it out. Comment, DR sent me here, and he's currently at 415. So hopefully we'll get him to 500 very, very soon, then 1,000 after that. I'm way behind on the comments. Appreciate the love, guys. Michael Higginson, hey, man. With the game potentially becoming more transitional rather than stoppage, do you think there will be more tags going towards most dangerous transitional player from the opposition team? I keep on talking about Wiz. Again, Supercoach season guide. He's given us all the data, the tag data, who gets tagged, who does the tagging, what happened last year, what he predicts. It's all happening, man. It is all happening. Do I think it's going to look? I don't think, probably because I haven't thought too much into it, but I don't think at this stage it'll affect tagging too much. But it probably involves a bit of a deeper dive there, man. But it's something I'll think about. I haven't really thought about that, mate. Causa, the ladies' man, Blackledge. How are you, man? Thoughts on the Lizard and McCarthy as defenders this year? So keen. Lizard I just talked about, mate, obviously. So not hugely. McCarthy could be interesting because obviously defensive status. We'll be getting DPP. Do you know what? He could be a look, but I've never seen him play in midfield, mate. So I'll take a look at him, and then I'll be able to be a better judge of that. But if you look at, non-buy, talent, a good fixture, hey, could be worth a look, Causa. Geordie, that's fair. Only change I've made is Archie Roberts to Nick Newman. Yep, sweet, mate. Newman's just got more runs on the board for me. That's the way that I feel about it too. Janice more of the, and this is not like Janeth, but with Roberts and Banks more of the breakout contender type mid-pricer, whereas, yeah, I'd prefer the Newman. In saying that, I do like Bergman as well. Hoof, do you reckon having Parish, Young, Trelaw, and Draper in the 300Ks is too risky? Almost. That's why I took Draper out, because I think in my current side from the last one, whatever it was, I had Parish, Young, and Trelaw. And so I thought, look, that's pretty dicey, isn't it? If you add Draper to that, it is tough fish. It is tough fish, but it's so risky with the mid prices, man. Who's likely, FPL says, to start R1 for the Bombers? Bombers fans, let us know. Blackiston, I think most people are thinking at the moment, which is where I'll go based off what I've heard from Essendon supporters. Elise is here for Prison League team. Won't be baited into picking Will Day. That is true, Causer. Do I have a slide? I've actually started that, Causer. Yeah, I've got a new cover this year, man. So I've used AI to help me out here. We've got Rowley, Grundy, and my man Will Ashcroft there, mate. If you don't know what the Prison League is, I'll do a separate video on this. It's a $10 cash league where basically use a Word document. I send you a template and you lock in a side for the year. I'll give you different price points that you must adhere to. It's a whole heap of fun. And most points wins. At the end of the year, I total up all the points and then all the prizes are divvied out. But that's a really fun concept I introduced. What's it been, Causer? 3 years now, I think. So that'll absolutely be coming back, Causer, for sure, man. But Will Day, that screwed a lot of people last year. If you pick Will Day, you struggled in the Prison League because obviously you can't make any changes. There's no trades, captains, any of that sort of stuff. Hawksy on Blackiston. Have to wait and see how far away Brian is. He's starting bag work. He started bag work yesterday, so might not be far away. If he's projected back around 7 or later, I'm on Blackiston's at pick. That's a really good point, man, because we know how those R1s can score. What's his price? $2.95, 1%. Do you know what? Yeah, geez, I'm getting more interested by the day because lots of people are talking about him. You know, big Joey, medium Joey was talking about him before. Hooksy thinking round 4 to 5 for Blackiston. Is that enough time? I don't know if that's enough time, is it? Joey, here we go. Blackiston's 100% starting ruck for the Bombers come round 1. There you go. You've heard from the best. Geordie, I like Sherry and Jackson was a ruck combo. Sherry started the season just too good. Absolutely great. It locked and loaded for me, mate. Jackson's either playing ruck or CBA midfielder. Yes, please. Do you know what? If that is the case, I may go him over a Gorn. My main concern, man, is he gonna play key forward? Have they got too many key forwards already up there? Couldn't play. That's my only concern, brother, because you know when he plays key forward, he scores like crap, you know. As a midfielder, though, CBA midfielder, I'm going to look in a lot more for that. No worries, Hawks. Yeah, easy, man. Rob, how are you, Rob? Having Mr. Cotter in the thumbnail is elite areas. Rob, I was thinking about this, Rob. You must be from the older generation like myself, brother. I put Mr. Cotter on the thumbnail because when we opened the live, I had the old Welcome Back Cotter theme song going along. And then I thought to myself, do you know what? The new generation is going to have no idea who this bloke is. They're going to think, who is this old school looking fella with the afro and the stash going on? But Rob, I appreciate the fact that at least one person here gave a bit of kudos to that thumbnail and had a bit of an understanding behind it, mate. So kudos to you. Good on you, Rob. George, hoping for a Stars win tonight. When I say a tragic Stars, man, it's not like I'm brokenhearted when we lose type thing. I'm obviously, I want them to win, but don't have the passion like the footy, but I am a very frustrated Stars man. Absolutely, mate. H, trying to decide between Noah and Callahan for M3. Yeah, I'm huge on Noah, man. I'm so big on him. I hate the fact he's got the early buys, but the opening fixture, mate, this is where we can see some huge scores. And for me, you look at Sherry, Butters, and Anderson. Between the three of those blokes, surely for the first 5-6 weeks, you got to get some massive scores, don't you? Some ceiling scores as captains, vice captains. So Noah for me, mate. But Callahan, so many people are on him. I was on him last year, remember, H. I started the man last year, so I know all about his talent. Yeah, it's a tough decision, mate, because both of them, I don't want to give someone's Janice big call away. I won't say that, but yeah, listen out to what Janice thinks. And thanks again, Charming Kenny Stockdale. Absolutely love you for joining up as a member. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. Causa, Ruck Data video was awesome. You've seen it, Causa. You support everyone, mate, so you can back me up there. Are you doing a team reveal? Not currently, I'm not, Lewis, but I have done how many? 2. I did one as soon as the team picker came out and one week and a half ago, maybe, man. I think the team hasn't changed a heap. But look, if you guys want it, if you guys want another team reveal, comment down below. I know I'm behind on the comments, but comment now if you want another team reveal, and I'll do it within the next few days for you guys. Happy to do that. And I'll make some changes just for the sake of it, if you want me to. That's a tough one, Harry. Gold Coast has a dream run early, and I think these new rules will suit Callaghan really well. So this is the Noah versus Callaghan. I reckon go Callaghan purely because his buys are a little bit better. That is really fair, Geordie. And Geordie brings up a good point there. If you're really 50-50 on two players, then the little things like your DPP, your buys could actually come into it. So that's not a bad shout at all by Geordie there. Western Bulldogs 25. Hey, man, what do you think about Ned Long? Look, they're an aging midfielder. I'm guessing he's going to be a super awkward price. Yeah, nah, look, mate, I could be dismissing him and not giving him enough respect. But as soon as I see that 420K price range, and then I see someone like a Hayden Young at 389, I see a Parrish at 334, I see Mackenzie at 363, a Harley Reid at 381. That's what puts me off along. And we know that he can score well as that, big-bodied mid, and potentially more responsibility some of the other senior bodies going out. But it's the price and the buy that's too awkward for me, mate. But just my opinion, brother. I love the fact you're looking outside the box, mate. And if you're big on him, go for it, man. Go. Get out here. Glad to be back. Would love to be in the Cashy Leagues. In. Let me know down in the comments, mate, if you're still with us, which ones, and I'll go to the Google members doc, and I'll lock in your spot, mate. So just let us know whatever ones you want. You can go on all three if you want, mate. Let us know. Thank you again for signing up as a member. And members, you're guaranteed the Heads League Members League, which isn't a cashy, just a fun one between us. Logs, Blues small forward. If he debuts round 1, I'll pick him on field in flex. Oh, man, that was Taylor Byrne. Thanks, brother. Blues small forward. Oh, I'm way behind on the comments on that. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks, man. Cheesy, thoughts on the Lizard with Sarong now joining the team? That is the third comment I've had on Lizard. I need to be looking into the Lizard, don't I? I've just been dismissing the Lizard way too much. Because if I've had 3 separate comments about it, you tell me, guys, what am I personally missing with the Lizard? Is this a big thing that Cheesy's saying with Sarong and the team? Yeah, maybe I'm not giving him the respect that he needs. Hawksy says on Blakey, here we go. Average 111.4 in the second half of the year. This is when Mills came back. Sarong getting game should help him not be required to play tall. This is elite, guys. This is elite. I'm meant to be trying to help people out here. You're helping me out, and this is why we are a community. And I tell you what, one thing is I've never in my life claimed to be an expert at this game, just a passionate coach. That is really, really good, mate. Snip that. That's good info for the guide, brother. Thanks, man. Second half, yeah. And that's a good point as well. When Mills came back, so that's a nice correlation there. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Campbell, if see Josh Dacos playing the midfield, Houston could take up the halfback distributor role he played at Port and could be a cheeky upgrade target throughout the year. Wasn't he disappointing? Dan Houston. Yeah, look, he's too good of a player to average like he did last year, mate. So, look, the Dacos of the world, the Houstons, yeah, could absolutely be relevant. Geordie got round my team for their dream fixture. Yeah, so I'm just going with Anderson, but same idea, I think. Even though these new rules shouldn't suit him, I'd be surprised if he's not a top 5 mid again this year. Yeah, man. Yeah. I suppose just a small thing is the price as well with Noah and Rao, other little things. But look, either one of them, yeah, they should go nuts particularly at the start, mate. Connor Dow, what's your best overall rank? Mine is 124th in 2020, followed by 223rd in 2022. In 2020, I was ranked 89. Awesome, man. Coming into the final 2 rounds and trading in Haynes for a 46 and a 34 after a 106 average. That is so unlucky, brother. Congratulations, man. Really nice history. For me, if you want my top 3, I think on my Twitter profile, 33rd is my best. I think the next one is in the 70s and then 90 something, mate. I think I've got it in my profile, but yeah, I think it's 3 or 4 top hundreds. I couldn't tell you how many top 500,000s, and worst. Oh, I don't know, mate. Maybe 7K, somewhere around that mark, I think. But yeah, 33rd for me, mate. So, and I do know that because that's always my benchmark each year. I'm like, I don't care how I go, I just want to get better than 33rd, just get a personal best. Because that happened a while ago now, mate. Hoof, love Guns N' Roses, Slipknot, Metallica mentions, mate. Yes, my man. I've got actually should see some of the t-shirts and old jumpers I've got, man. Least wife won't let me wear them because it scares little kids and all that. You know, like all the old Megadeth, Iron Maiden's like my favorite artwork. So I've got like Iron Maiden hoodies and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, gotta love that, don't you, man? System of a Down. Yeah, I was listening to BYOB today, mate. But Toxicity, oh, yeah, so good, man. Hey, Rookie, DR, my brother, how are we, mate? Even better now that I've heard from you. And Rook, if you haven't checked out Rook's video, he I think it was today, wasn't it, Rookie, that he uploaded? So check that out. Another man contributing to our season guide. Going to talk about his journey as a third-year coach. So for anyone that's a little bit new to the game like Rookie is, he's going to talk about his journey. You know, what's it like, you know, being a third-year super coacher, just as a coach playing the game. And then also talking about what it's like being a new content creator that's entered the game last year. So, yeah, thanks very much for giving us your thoughts in the guide on that, mate. My all-time favorite Cypress Hill song is Hits from the Bond. It's right. I should get some talented person. How cool would that be as an intro? Hits from the Bond. You're on. I'm going to write that down. Hits from the Bond. Oh man, like back in the day, won't say too much. I'm a teacher these days, but if you scoops under the tunnels there, mate, bit of Cypress Hill, you can't go wrong with that back in the day. Because the SC Cup is going to be hard to win this year. It is, mate. What a great concept, though. You know, an extra $1,000 if you win that. I went pretty well actually, Causa. When I say pretty well, from my knowledge on the in the NBA one, just kept on winning, and then I got unlucky, lost by a point when I went down, mate. But yeah, really wrapped with that. And if anyone else hasn't heard, they're actually giving prize money to the top 10 this year. So I think it's, don't quote me, I could be wrong, 50 grand for first. It's 1,000, which is separate for the Supercoach Cup winner, and then I reckon it's 5 grand for second, and then maybe like 1,000 for the rest, maybe a bit more for third or something. And then weekly prizes as well, $1,000 a week, and then double for the 200. Sorry, if you're a Supercoach Gold member, you double it to 2,000. So, yeah, no, I like that, Causa. Geordie, food for thought with Heaney. In the last 10 games that Goulden was playing in 2025, Heaney averaged 119.1. I think there's a real top 8 potential with Heaney. Geordie, you're giving away all my good info here, man, that we've got in this guide here. You're absolutely right. And that is a stat that really stood out for me. And yeah, look, Heaney could very well enter my side, mate. Very, very well enter my side. He's the pod for me. I wasn't going to mention. All right, so look, you know how Abs has his weapons and all that stuff last year. I'm going with Heaney. Heaney's going to be my potential weapon at the moment, but I don't want to give too much away. I'm going to save that a little bit, but that's part of the reason why they're Geordie. In regards to McCarthy, says Rising playing mid, the only time he played mid was with Richmond at VFL, and even then it was split between half back and the wing. That's good info, mate. I always like to have a bit of data in the role, and at that price, I would be a little bit dicey hearing that, mate. Campbell, I'm fading Nazaya. Leave the stream. Chuck. Just think he gets more attention from opposition. Good point. And he's no longer in that contract year. So you reckon he could just kick back like, I've done all my stuff, mate. No more winning games after sign. Contract's done. Allows him to go with an extra value option. Hey, look, man, and this is what you got to think about. Look at the Nazaya pick in a combo sort of selection. So if you're going with your base type rookie, you could still get your decent premium that's at a more value price, and then up that rookie to maybe a very, very small type mid. Lots of stuff that you can do. So, hey, look, man, I don't mind that at all. If you've got other plans for that money and you think you can spend it better, go for it, mate. Go away from the crowd. Hoof, reckon there's going to be about 9 or 10 players everyone taking Supercoach seriously will have in their starting lineup. Yeah. My locks, what I've noticed is, and I had these before Supercoach, open before picker, all that sort of stuff. All my locks, everyone basically has as well, mate. So yeah, I agree on that, mate. Cause a large mass match sim was Darcy versus Cox in the Rucks. Jackson played mid only last week. Really? Yeah, I suppose it's just that thought in the back of your mind, like what happens? What happens to his? Is there a reason for him to go on the ruck? I mean, up key forward. Could we flex it? Gorn, Dogger, Sherry? Listen to Wiz and maybe. Cheesy, found myself loving the early buy. Oh, no, mate. Look, the midfield, mate, like how sort by, sorry, midfield. Look at this. So we've got all right, the Bont with a buy, Butters no. Klug with a buy, Rao with a buy, Bailey Smith with a buy, Dacos with a buy, Dunkley with a buy, Anderson buy, Brayshaw no, Dawson. It's bloody tough, isn't it, man? All these buys, it's just ridiculous. So I'm the same. I'd if they didn't have the buy, I'd go probably Nando and Matty Rao on the same. So I honestly would, I think. But yeah, super frustrating, isn't it, man? Oh, sorry, I missed the other thing. Finn Keller's my guy this year. Love watch. He's another one, the big guy, isn't it? So it seems like is it the Western? From Sydney and GWS, it's Callaghan, it's the Lizard, Heaney, you Goulden. I haven't heard too many people talking about Tom Green, for example. So it looks like he's the love child out of the GWS mids, and for good reason. I selected him, as I said last year. Jackson's a part mid, part forward, part ruck really scares me at 600k. My concern too, mate, especially compared to other 600k players like Callaghan and Dawson. Yes. Oh, it's so hard, isn't it, to get a read on Dogger. Here is a legend. How's our way, mate? The SC Sports Guy. Make sure you check out all of this Legends content. Add into the guide. G'day, mate. I'm going full mid-price madness because I'm crazy. And this is why I got to check out his content, because how good is it seeing someone with the kahunas to just go, you know what, bugger it. I'm going mid-price madness. I'm going nuts here. Bit of mayhem. It's going to be entertaining for us, Hulls, and I hope it works out for you as well, mate. But that's why I love your stuff, mate. Going a little bit different, mate, which is awesome. Hawksy DR, supporting Stars is like supporting Essendon, mate. It's a shame. I support both. You're lucky your footy team is good. That's always oh, man. Essendon and the Stars. Ouch. That one does hurt, doesn't it, brother? But hey, look, they got to come good at some stage, don't they, the Dons, mate? DJ, big on the Dogger pick. Mason Cox will be the key forward chopping out in the ruck, and Freo have no early buy, plus the mid-season early buy. There's lots of arguments for, lots of against. This is what makes the game of Supercoach fantastic. He's a really polarizing type pick, Dogger. Rob, yep, I'm a boomer, mate. Yep. The young guys, the show Welcome Back Cotter is where John Travolta got his start. Absolutely correct, mate. And there's nothing wrong with being our age, mate. We've got life experience, mate. We've got a better understanding of the world. All these other young blokes, Spills, Janeths, and let's be honest, like Janeth is more mature age than me. He should be anyway, with his smarts and knowledge and all that sort of stuff. Half my age. He covers off at the cricket. Let's go. Hang on, what time was that? 8:30. Oh, so I'm about 15 minutes behind the comments here. All right, beautiful. Come on, Stars. I've learned not to read out your full name, Mass. You got me at the start on one of those other lives, man. Kudos to you. Mass, is St Kilda the most poorly run team in the AFL? I hope Scoops isn't watching. Hope Jono and Roscoe aren't watching here. Pull the contract from Aaliyah, a big no-no. Force a captain out of the football club who wanted to stay. Do you know what? Hang on, he's got more. He's not finished. I don't think he could fit all this into a comment. Made Marshall stay, even though I wanted to get the hell out of there. Overpaid to bring in an injury-prone Silvani Ridiculous overpay for De Koning. I thought you said obese there. Obsessed with becoming the St Kilda Blues. You reckon Sauce has got a bit to do with it? Do you know what? When you do say it like that, and it's a fair whack, I can see where you're coming from. I can see, look, you never have inside knowledge of the club. And look, some people could be looking at me now, St Kilda supporters, going, DR, hang on, mate. Your premiership captain just did the absolute dirty on his wife, which we're not here to talk about. Your ex-captain also did a bit of a dodgy. You had the Vegas trip there, DR, with your boys as well. So when it culture, I'm not going to go too hard because my boys haven't been perfect. But yeah, reading it like that, yeah, it does seem a bit harsh. You know, for poor Leah, that was tough. And Rowan obviously wanted to get out. The way that Ross spun that was he spoke with Rowan. Rowan was more than happy, but obviously I don't think that was near the whole truth anyway, mate. Andy Harlan, g'day, mate. How are you? Welcome back. How are you, mate? All wanted to ask, should I keep Matt Round my team? Nice juicy first 2 games, then buy. I'm going to keep him. Yeah, look, I've got Anderson, mate. So I think you really need to balance out those early buy players. But I think with their early fixture, if there's any time, and this is sort of contradicting, if there's any time that you'll want to own a Gold Coast player, it's against the West Coast, these sort of teams, and they've got them all at the start. Trouble is, early buy, the first of the mid-season buys, it's not ideal, and I probably shouldn't overlook that, but I just am. I'm going 1. And it's going to be Real or Anderson for me. And that's another reason why I'm not going track. The buys are just too hard for me. Is Sardis going to get games to Essendon? Where's Scobes at 220K, possibly inside midfield? Look, mate, I don't think Sardis is a bloke we can probably ever rely on when he's playing under Brad Scott at the Essendon Football Club. I just don't think so, mate. You know, so many people burnt last year. Never say never, but it's dangerous. Put it that way, mate. Cover's coming off. Thanks, FPL. Beautiful, my friend. I might leave you soon, guys, so we can get into the crack into the cricket. Don't know how many more comments we've got. Causes had the lizard all pre-season. There we go. I knew we'd be here somewhere. Hey, Jono, I didn't say too much about St Kilda. I was respectful. Blame Mass. He was the one that was having a crack, mate. Roberts moving out of the side also helped Blake. I'm just going to say lizard. In the back half of last year, don't forget. Hope you're keeping well, dear. You too, legend. Love to all your family. Hope is all as well. Much love, Binger. Thanks, mate. I tried to give you a buzz last night, mate. I think it was you and H in there, and the members one, and just no one was up, and so I thought, oh, bugger, I'm going to bed. So we'll work out another time, mate. Scotty, Neil gets tagged. Or you buy Jules. Jakey Wood. Hey, Jakey. Cheeky bastard, Scotty. Hey, dear, is Wardlaw a good shout? I've heard yes and no from different people. He's got all the talent in the world. I love his style of game. He's just such a hard as a cat's head type player, contested beast, team first type player for culture. He's great for the club. He's someone that if I was to run out into the footy field again, you'd look at him playing next year and you think, yeah, beautiful, because this guy's going to put his head over the football. No disregard for his own safety, all that sort of stuff. But that's what concerns me. It's that durability. It's if you could guarantee him he's going to stay fit, yes. But durability, when you're running with other, like ones that we've already talked about, your Young, your Parishes, your Trelaws, these type, it gets to a point where you've got to go, hang on, let's just get real here. We can't be running with all these guys. But yeah, look, he absolutely could be one of these breakout contenders. Absolutely could be. But season guide, there'll be an article. Causa, I went in NBA and lost in the first week for the cup. That's unlucky, brother. That's unlucky. Isn't that tough with all the restings and injuries for NBA? Should we go with high-priced rookies on field? Look, my advice there, mate, is to go with the rookies that you think are the best ones. Like, don't take the price into consideration. Just because a player is priced higher than another one doesn't make them a better rookie. Obviously, they're a more maybe highly regarded rookie coming into the system. It's all about their draft picks. But look, not necessarily. But in saying that, it's usually a pretty good indicator that they're the sort of blokes that are going to score better than some others. Can you guys hear River out there? He's being an absolute nut. Like, Geordie, absolutely love that weapon call on DR Heaney, on Heaney DR. Told you, man, so I'm bloody tired. Don't see him being picked much either, so it'll be a big time pod. Yeah, agree, man. Agree. And Spilsy, for anyone that was that watched Spilsy's team reveal last night, that's something that he was on. He was basically like, look, everyone seems to have these same plays in their sides. I'm going to look for someone different. So I won't give all of his pods away, but yeah, it's a good point. I think that I never say go for a pod just because they're a pod, but maybe this year, if you're 50-50, we might go with the pod. Yeah, maybe. Who have thoughts on my midfield? Butters, Tick, Dawson. Yeah, really good buy. I think Dawson's the type of player that we can get very much at a discount during the season. It seems to happen with him every year. But yeah, look, solid starting pick, mate. Yep. Brayshaw, yes, I've gone with Sarong purely because it's about 40K from memory you're saving. But you switch the prices around, I'll go Brayshaw. Some people may say that Sarong's more of a tag target as well. So yeah, I started Brayshaw last year and I was really, really happy. Goulden, yes, big fan of Goulden. Young, Parrish. Yep. Fine, man. Fine, man. Pretty similar to mine. Yeah, bar a couple of players. 10 game over for the Stars. 10 gamer. All right, Cause I need to start smashing through these, mate. Stars bowling. I'm not watching, so Causa, thank you very much. Great, man. Hexway, man, in a big dilemma. Do I upgrade a Bergman or Newman into a Nas and turn Trelaw into a mid rookie? Upgrade. You could. Look, I'm not starting without Nas, but then there was a great reason before. I'll look for. Can you look another way, mate? On X, send us your team, and we'll try to help you out, mate. Because it's very hard when we ask about a couple of players without the whole view of your side. Like, what's the structure looking like? What's the other risk profile? So it's a bit hard to ask without having a bit more info for you, man. I'd hate to just say something and just give you an answer without it being the most informed answer I can give you. Not saying I want Sean Dacey, Campbell, but to get injured, but I'm with you. We never, ever wish injury on anyone, but good for Supercoach, not for the human side of things. We're nice people, Campbell. We don't wish that on people, but Supercoach sense, absolutely. Big call, but I reckon Flanders goes 115 plus. Potential captain option, averaged around 122 years ago. I was going to say that, mate. Look, it's a bit of a big call based off his average last year, but not a big call if you look back to what he's already done in the role. So more responsibility than what he would have had, even in that role at Gold Coast. So yeah, no, I'm first pick by Country Mole this year, mate. First ball at 9:05, apparently. Well, we're 8:53. Sweet. Still appears to be buckling down on the live footage, though. Oh, that's a bugger. Oh, come on, Stars. Give us 10 overs. This would be shattering. Like, if we don't make it, because we didn't get a shot, that's just the life of a Stars player, really, of a Stars fan, isn't it? Hey? Thoughts on Strong at 571 DR? I think he's really good value at his price. Agree, mate. In my side. Look, he's someone that could move, but if you look at the fact that runs on the board, coming into peak age, good fixture, single buy, and you're paying over 600K for the Brayshaws of the world, Dawson's. Yeah, I think you could average just like they are going to average. So why wouldn't I try to save 30K? Yeah, so yeah, absolutely, mate. I like it. Just a saying, hey, bro, how are you, mate? Good to see you, my man. Who's your number one pick? Is in like number one pick for Supercoach for me is Sam Flanders, mate, by an absolute mile. And Zach Butters is my second pick, mate. If that's what you meant with number one pick, I'm assuming that's what it is, bro. Marshall always wanted to stay. Oh, so this is back to that Steele. Okay, so now we're back to that St Kilda discussion. Marshall always wanted to stay, but when Steele said I'm out because I want game time, I think that was maybe I should be looking around to. Okay, good point there, mate. Good point. Are you a Saints fan? I'm not too sure, mate. Came for call. Awesome, mate. Yeah, because I think H was as well. Causa, yeah, for members, let us know, guys. Let us know. Hoof, are all the West Coast SBP players, McRae, Robertson, and Schoenberg, going to slot straight into the team? I wish I knew the answer, mate, but I don't think it's as easy as what some people are saying. I think people are looking at these guys and going, look, no one names mature age type players compared to first years I'm talking about here. Surely West Coast, bottom team, they just slot straight. I don't think it's going to be as easy as that. If I was to say who I think will be the first one of those guys on the side, probably Dev Rob for me. Being a little bit biased, he's probably the player I know best, being an old Lions man. But the trouble for Dev at Brisbane, there was just always players in his preferred role ahead of him. Really tough. Like, it's a bloke. His name forgets me. That's not English either. His name escapes me. He was a St Kilda. He played for St Kilda. Then he got moved to Collingwood. Could not get it. Jack Bytel. Because he's really good mates with Jake, the bloke that I work with, who's a gun footy player himself. He used to play for the Coburg Tigers. So I've got a heap of connections there. Yeah, like Bytel's a bloke that, when he gets to Collingwood, give him a game as an inside mid. Just give him one game to prove what he can do. Why am I on that tangent? I'm not too sure. Sorry, that was like another Robertson example. But look, probably Robinson McRae, I'd definitely have ahead of Schoenberg myself. Bit of Brisbane bias, maybe. After all, awesome, mate. It should be back to 32 trades. I'm old school as well, my friend. I'm absolutely old school, even less maybe for me. Mass says Marshall always wanted to lead because of TD keep coming. Could be the best ruck in the comp with the new rules. Just has to harden up a bit, but can't play forward. Totally useless there. So a different point of view. My pod is Jared Witts in the ruck. That he is going to be a huge pod. Huge. He's even at 1%. I don't even know if he'll be at 1%. There he is. He's at 1%. So massive pod. Massive pod is Jared Witts. He's just by far the most restrictive ruckman. He's just red for basically all ruckmen. It's ridiculous how restrictive he is. Someone asked about Sardis. He's been training and doing match sim as a defensive mid tagger. There you go. Is Setterfield still on your list? Oh, Will Setterfield? Because he sort of did that job, didn't he? Starsman as well, DR. Oh, mate, I think lots of us are in here, it seems like. Thanks for Stream Legend. Nah, mate, anytime. Hoof and, mate, come and join us again. Cheers, brother. Hex, done. Tagged in a post with my team. Sweet as, man. I'll get to that post once you finish live, man, and reply to that, mate. I'll get the boys around as well. Just a big Saints fan. Good to know. We've got a really cool I just lost all the comments again. Sorry. Where am I? Sorry. Here I am. I think we were here. Being a call after the cricket. It will be at some stage, mate. I think I'm in trouble at the moment because I should be with Riv, but it'll be at some stage, mate. Time, I don't know exactly. It's this thing, mate. When you got 3 kids, they basically tell me when I can. Causes in. Beautiful. Cause presuming best 18 again in early buys. Yeah, it is, Stewie. So all of them, mate. All of them. So every buy is best 18, early and mid-season as well, mate. Mastia, watch out for the new sub rule run by AFL coaches. Fifth bench player won't play in the first half. Yeah, I've heard that this could be a bit of a tactic, mate. We're all celebrating. There's no more sub. Beautiful. But will it make it more complicated? That could be a question because I thought it'd be much less complicated. But if that's a strategy they're looking for, yeah, man. Also hope Jaden Stevenson gets picked up as SPP. That'd be nice for the man, wouldn't it, mate? My dear old mother-in-law, who's now sadly passed, used to work in a nursing home with, she used to look after his grandmother, Jaden Stevenson's grandmother, who's unfortunately passed as well, but meant to be a really ripping lady. Hooksy Setterfield is on the Don's list, but has been recovering from a Liz Frank injury, not ready yet. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, because I knew that he wasn't training any of that sort of stuff. I wasn't sure if he'd actually, if he was still on the list. I thought he should be, given the fact he's talent. Super Blue Oris, hey, buddy, a great Brisbane man is this fella. Hey, my pod is Zach Bailey in the forwards, likely getting midfield time. Hey, Rat Bailey, definitely someone I've been looking at as well, mate. It's mainly that buy. I've got other players on that buy, so I can't load up too much. But we saw what he's capable of, mate. We saw what he's capable of. Like, Rad as a midfielder, select him every day of the week. Yeah, magnificent. So hopefully he can get some more minutes in there for us, mate. Oh, sick. I'm down to like 2 more comments. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. So I should be right. This has worked out brilliantly, guys. Brilliantly. Pendlebury in the back line for the Pies. There we go, mate. The old fella's getting shafted at the moment. Mass, great stream. Give a thumb, everyone. I appreciate the thumbs, mate. That always helps, all the thumbs and that sort of stuff. But if you know me and you've been watching, I'm not someone that ever asks for give a like, give a sub, give a thumbs up, that sort of stuff. It's like, if you want to, cool. If not, there's never any pressure. I more try to advocate for other people like your Wizzers and all that, give them a like and a sub sort of thing. But if you want to, thank you very much, guys. It does help with all the algorithmy type stuff I've heard. Hex Legend, hope everyone has a fantastic night. You too, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Really appreciate it. Campbell, thanks for stream, DR. Hope the Stars do well. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Campbell. I appreciate you, my man. Thanks for coming on, mate. Sanger, Sam Banks, Waitman, and Impia. Also, my pods at 1%. Impy, Waitman, Banks. I'm going to look into Waitman and Impy a little bit more, mate. But Banks, yes, the professor is on him as well. So if he's on him, mate, you know that you've got some good oil there. Blue Balls, cheers, legend. Cheers, mate. Oh, mate, I'll catch you very, very soon. I know, mate. I should do more of these random lives, actually. If I've got half an hour up the sleeve, I'll just, come on and say good day. Hawksy, Pies midfield looks real thin. Keep an eye out from Richard Ray's draftee. Angus Anderson. Angus. And I'm going to write Ando for short. Sandful, best on. Oh, cool, man. Thanks for the info. Best on, Sandful, GF 2025. I appreciate that, man. Thanks, buddy. All this info, guys, is much appreciated. Great stream. Thanks, Geordie. I appreciate you joining us, mate. Cheers, Hawksy. Likewise, mate. We will chat again very, very soon. Appreciate you, man. Hoof, thanks. I also replied to your email about the open cash. Thanks, buddy. I'll write that down. I've got this. I need to see all these bloody notes here. Hoof, email, cashy. Because if I don't write this stuff down, I will not remember it, mate. I'll get back to you. Thank you very much, brother. Again, anyone that wants to get involved in that cashy, jump in. Jump in. Send us an email, supercoachwithdow@outlook.com. I might actually just quickly get that back up. Where was my slide? Prison League, let me know as well. That's the Open League again for anyone that's joined in late. 581479. That's the Open League cash entry. $50 there. $100 for one of the head-to-head 20-person cashies. And then we got the 200 one there as well for anyone that is keen. What about Jamara? Look, he'll need to do a lot off the field, firstly, to get the respect of his teammates, to even get his body right, because I'm not going to say anything, but I do know someone that has connections close with him. I believe what they've told me, and it wasn't cool sort of stuff, man, like not professional stuff. Like it's not for me to say because it's rumors at the end of the day, but he'll have to do a lot, mate. He'll have to do a lot for me anyway. Jake Wood, I got him. Well, hey, Sanger's on to him. So there you go. He's got the faith that he's going to turn his life around. I really honestly hope that he does as well. Billy Cootie from the Swans, Hawksy. Yes, I think I had him in my last video on the bench, mate. Yes, I have heard of Billy Cootie. Thank you. That's a good shout, mate. Stars in 2 minutes. Thank you very much. At the time of this message, that was 9:02, and it's 9:00. I'm close, man. We've got a couple more. I hate to leave messages without putting them on. Benny, how are you, Benny? Good to hear, man. How do you legend? You are the legend, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Very late, man. I'm about to end it, but good thing with these, they just upload to YouTube so I can jump back and have a look. But great to hear from you, Benny. Hope you're well, man. Because Waitman won't be playing till round 7 as still injured. Scrap him off the list. Good info. I forget who had Waitman, but great info there. And I reckon this might be the last one here before we tune into the cricket. 9:04. Oh, this is timing, people. Geordie, going to watch Rookie's new video now after this. Awesome, mate. Yeah, make sure you tune in, mate. He's a ripping fellow, Rookie. Anyone that's involved in the guide, we wouldn't have on. Even if they were the most knowledgeable person on the planet. If they're not a nice human, nah, we're not going to have you. So that's the great thing about everyone that contributed to this guide, Rook included, is that they're great people, you know. And if you do buy the guide, every one of the creators actually has a code. So you can use their code for a discount as well. So you can support your favorite creator, whether or not that's your Rooks, your George, whoever you want. Everyone has their own code. So when they advertise that, you'll be able to see the code, and some money goes directly into their pockets. So thanks for anyone that has already pre-ordered the guide. We've got a heap of pre-orders already, so that goes to show how much support we've got from the community. All right, another sneaky round one debut. Harry Kyle Hawksy from the Swans. Nice, mate. Yeah, he's around the 140, isn't he? Draft bolter like Roby. Just a maybe. I'm not sure what'll happen. Maybes are all that we've got with lots of players at the moment, mate. So maybes better than nothing at all, mate. Appreciate you. And last one, and this is a great way to end the stream. Get into the cricket. Let's go, Maxi. Stars, please, give us some success. Give us some hope. It's been too long. It's been too long. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me again. I don't know how many people we had during the stream, during the live, but just wanted to come and say g'day. There was no great info that got given here by me. It was more from the community in the comment section there. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you to all the members that tuned in. We will have a members call very soon. And remember, check out that Google members drive. It's got all the stuff I've been doing, all my articles, research in the preseason. It's got the members codes for the leagues. And I will put a live link there for our members chats as well, so we can get around, share screens, teams, all that sort of stuff, guys. But thank you very, very much again. Time for me to get into the cricket. Let's go Stars. Let's go Maxi. Let's go Stoin. Let's at least get through the grand final. Actually, maybe it's better to just lose tonight so we don't have to, and just don't have to deal with the pain again of losing one of the big ones. But that's me out, guys. Much love. Pumped, stoked for Supercoach 2026. Heaps of comment coming from the Swordplay crew. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Catch you, legends. Bye.